I feel like Betty Crocker if she was like a 60-year-old guy and said shit and fuck a lot. One of the things everybody should know how to make are really good dinner rolls, like crazy delicious ones. And that's what you're learning today, right here on Sam the Cooking Guy. Have you ever laid in bed at night wishing that you could become Betty Crocker? No? Martha Stewart? No? Well, neither have I actually. No, seriously, I haven't. Never had those dreams. One of the things that they do well is they bake, and I don't really bake. It's not my thing, but I made these for Thanksgiving, and I was like, whoa, we must share those with all of the people we love. And since they're not here right now, we're going to share it with you. See what I did? But wait, because while you're going to learn how to make these incredibly heavenly Parker rolls today, in the next episode, we're going to show you how to turn them into ridiculously good sliders with spicy barbecue chicken and homemade onion rings. Oh, now we're talking. But we got to get our dough happening because it's got to rise and then blah, 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 blah. We begin by warming a cup of milk and a half a cup of water and a quarter cup of sugar. Quarter cup. Be accurate. I think I'm pretty accurate with this. I'm feeling good about that. Give it a little stir. We want this somewhere around 110 degrees. Got to be able to put your finger in there. If it's too hot, it will kill the yeast that's going to go in. Not there yet. And we're melting some butter over here. When the butter's melted and the milk and the sugar and the water are warm enough, we mix them together. We give it a little stir. And we add a packet of active dry yeast. A little tiny stir to incorporate. Now we'll wait for this to start to bloom, and that means get foamy on top, but let's deal with our flour next. Into the bowl of our stand mixer, we put 4 cups of all-purpose flour, teaspoon and a half of kosher salt. Our dough hook is in, and we mix. Just to get these guys together. Perfect. And after 3 or 4 minutes, there's our yeast. And when I say foamy on top, that's foamy on top. If yours does not get foamy, your yeast is old, throw it out. Start again. To that, we're going to add a beaten egg and 1 egg yolk. This is going to give this some very delicious richness. Quick stir. And then this now goes into our flour and salt. Little pour. Put the dough hook down. We lock it and we knead. Now, this is going to take us probably 5 to 7, 8 minutes to get it beautifully smooth and elastic. I'll show you what that looks like. If you don't have a stand mixer, you're welcome to incorporate all these ingredients by hand, put it on a floured surface, and just start kneading. And when it looks like this, and is pulled away from the sides, and does this, a tiny bit tacky, but not too much, you're there. So we're going to take this kid off of the dough hook, remove him from the bowl. Oh, it's lovely. And then sort of just bring the sides down. You want to make one relatively smooth, beautiful little ball like this. Drop it into a lightly greased bowl, cover it with a towel, and put it inside where it's a little bit warm. And it's going to live in there for about an hour or until it doubles in size. And then we'll get to start turning it into what will look like rolls. Not cooked ones yet. Astro. It's going to be great. And here we are. Are you ready, Max?
I'm
Chance?
ready. Yep.
Boom. Look at that. Now, that's a rise. That's what yeast does, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. And the smell of it. And look at the nice yellow color. These rolls are going to be outstanding. But now we have to take it out, as much as I don't want to because it's so soft and lovely.
As much as I don't want to because it's so soft and lovely.
Don't get weird with it.
I know, I'm sorry, that was a bit creepy. The way we do it is called punching down, and you take 3 fingers first and you go boom like that. And it starts to just deflate a little bit. That's okay. So here, we want to get it out, but before we do, let's put a little flour on our surface. So we'll just scoop the guy up and bring him out. A little bit more flour. And then we're just going to knead it just a couple of times, sort of to bring it together. Look, I'm not a baker, but this I can do. And this you can do. And this gentle yellow color means that there's butter and it will be delicious. And these things are going to be incroyable, as we would say. So you're only going to do this part a couple of minutes. And when you've done it, here's what we're going to do now. Make life easy. I want to roll it out, and you'll see why in a sec. A bit more flour. Okay, so get it like this, and then a rolling pin into a big rectangle. Just take your time. The glutens are still tight, making it just a little difficult to get it perfectly rolled out, but you can do this. And when you've got a, how wide is that? What is this, like 15, 18 inches?
Something like that.
Then we go like this, and then you roll it up. Simply, like this. All the way, all the way, all the way. Seam side down. Roll it a little bit so it sticks. And when it does, we're going to cut it into pieces. So we want to get about 15 rolls out of this, all right? So if I imagine that there's 3 sections here, try and get them all about the same. 1, 2, 3. Now these guys get cut into 5s. So we go, let's just see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's about even. 1, 2. So now here's what we do. Now we take these guys, and we're going to go like this. Here's what I like to do. You pull around, you pull around, you pull around. What you're trying to do is you're trying to get this to be a smooth, beautiful, compiled little ball with all the seams at the bottom, like that. And when you've got them like this, we're going to take and put them inside of our cast iron pan that has a little butter, and we'll put it down. And we'll repeat the rest. We pull to the bottom, making a tight little pretty ball on top, little twist down. Look how cute that kid is, and in he goes. And just keep going until you are all done. Max will play some, I don't know, millennial music to keep you entertained while I stand here and do all the hard work. It's quite soothing, actually. Just really try and get all of the seam at the very bottom of this thing. And then, like that, and down we go. I feel like Betty Crocker. If Betty Crocker was a male who said shit and f*** a lot.
Right?
You're just looking for a smooth top is what you want. And by the way, if you don't have a cast iron pan of whatever size this is, I think it's a 10 or 12 inch, feel free to use a 9x13 casserole thing. Look, if you want to be super anal, you could actually weigh these guys out. I don't think it's necessary, but have at it. And by the way, for sure somebody's criticizing my technique, for sure. But I've already told you, I'm not really a baker, but this I can pull off. And if it ain't perfect right now, wait till you see it in the end, because it will be, definitely.
As long as you don't burn them.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Okay, I'm gonna set my timer on my phone because what I don't want to happen is to let it go too long and then it burns.
Last guy goes in. Beautiful. Everybody's happy. Cover them up with a towel. And they go live inside where it's warm for 30 more minutes. And after a half an hour second rise, we have this. Hello, fellas. Everybody happy? Little pillows of beautifulness. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. One more thing before they go in and start baking. We crack 1 egg. We add a tablespoon of water. Looks like that. As fast as I can go.
looks like fast motion.
Wow, it does, doesn't it? And then we brush lightly, and that looks like this. Sides. Astro, you little... He knows. He's just doing it to piss us off.
He wants our food.
You know, I was a little inaccurate with my sizes, and ended up with 14. Had I ended up with 15, I would have pushed these to the side, made one more in the middle, and they would have fit. You don't want to leave too much room because they'll just expand into that vacant space. That's not the worst thing, but it's going to be okay. We're going to be fine. Everybody, we're just going to be fine. Okay. Only one thing left to do. 350 oven till they're golden brown, probably 25 minutes. Say goodbye.
Bye.
These batteries on the car
I know,
are
right?
insane.
Lewis, what are you doing? What are you doing, Lewis?
All right, so they're almost ready. And wait till you see them. You're going to crap yourself.
Sorry if you did.
But right now, this is going to get brushed over the top. Melted butter and about half as much honey. We'll mix this and just put this back on the heat just to warm it through all the way. And I can go get my rolls because we are dying at the smell inside. And here they are. Oh, snap. Look at those kids. Damn. I am Betty fucking Crocker. Should we brush them up? A little bit of butter and honey. A quick little painting over the top. Over all of it. Oh, gosh. So make sure everybody gets covered. The creases, the edges. Wow, and you know, when the honey and the butter hit the hot rolls, wow, it really brings out the smell.
Sammy f***ing Crocker.
Sammy f***ing Crocker. Okay, when everybody's been painted down with the butter and the honey, the last thing we're coming in with to give it a little pop of delicious flavor and some crunch, some kosher salt over the top. And you don't need a lot. If I had sea salt here, I would use sea salt because the grains are bigger, but that's okay. At least I'm not using iodized salt, table salt, neither should you. If you have it in your house, throw it the fuck out. It's got shit in it that you don't want. Oh my God, look at those. It's one of those things that when it comes out of the oven and you finish it off, you look at it and you're like, wait, I made that? I made that. Me. Oh yeah, buddy, you made that. The house smells insane because he's baked in there, but now with the butter and the honey, it's just moving up, and now we need to have one. So I'm going to take this guy, this little guy, this kid right here. You try and gently separate. Oh. Nice. Oh, look at. Oh. Do you see the? It's perfect. Honestly, it is freaking perfect. You know what this needs?
A little more butter?
A little butter. So let's open it up. But now here's what you do. Now a little bit of butter. Just a little bit because, I mean, why not, right? I need a quiet moment for this, please. You see, okay, it's amazing. It's melt in your mouth, delicious. It's not too much honey. And honestly, it's kind of not too much butter. Oh, it is rich. It is. What the salt does is the salt cuts the sweet of the honey and the rich of the butter just a little bit. Gives you a little pop of crunch on top, but just enough of this little gorgeousness. You get little bites, you get little crunches in there. This needs like about 4 gallons of gravy. I mean this whole thing. Oh my God. And the best part, how good these are already is insane. But now we're gonna use these to make our own sliders with grilled chicken and barbecue sauce and homemade onion rings. On the next Sam the Cooking Guy.
No, that's a tease.
Wow. Hi, thanks for hanging with us. You can do this. You can so do this. I can't bake, but this I can do, and you can do it too. Thanks for watching, subscribing. Hey, look, we've got a list of stuff below. Not here, but below the episode. My book you can buy for a gift, our knives you can buy for gifts, and there's also a list there of all the kitchen stuff that we like to use. If you need inspiration, you can find it down below. Down below. Hey everyone, I'm super excited because it's time for Samsgiving. That's the part of the year where we give away really cool shit, and this year is our best year yet. Okay, first up is a year's worth of bad Pickle Tees. Those are the food-inspired t-shirts that I wear all the time. You'll pick 12 of your favorites from their collection. In fact, I'm wearing one right now. Okay, next up from our friends at Chosen Foods are $400, $500 gift cards. And look, they're just not avocado oil because they're marinades, they're dressings, simmer sauces, and even guacamole. So you will be eating better and healthier in no time. All right, now batting and coming in at $2,000 is a Traeger Timberline 850 grill, the same smoker I use and love. And it will come with a full cover and 4 bags of pallets. You are gonna be so happy. But wait, don't stop there, because how would you like a Caliber Pro Kamado? In stainless, on a cart with shelves and a rear blaze basket. It is the best. Oh, and it's worth $3,000. Moving on, dinner for 4 at my restaurant, Gray's, right here in San Diego's Little Italy. You'll wine, you'll dine, you'll eat. I'll bring Not tacos over. It will be a great night, and I will be your host. I won't be your cook. We've got people for that, but it'll be a very fun time. All right, continuing. How about this? So hold on to your shorts for an Evo 30-inch professional wheeled cart cooking guy version with red knobs and my logo. In fact, you see me cook on mine constantly. It's really, really tremendous, and it comes in right around $4,000. Last, but definitely not least, our friends at QP said, Sam, we want to be part of the giveaway, but we don't really have stuff. So how about if we just gave you, say $5,000 you could give to one person? And when I got up off the floor, I said, absolutely yes. Oh, and thank you. There's always a thank you. All right, so what do you need to do? It's very simple. You just need to be a subscriber of our YouTube channel. I'm not asking for much. And if you want to go a little bit further with, say, a message, a pic, or even a video, just reach out to us on social media. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, even TikTok. But be sure to tag us with Samsgiving 2020. And you have from now until midnight on December 20th. Cool?